yo, yo, yo. Yo, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, my page, and another edition of today's Black Business News. I thought, let's do this format in person. Hi! Y'all join me. I want to talk about what's hot in today's news. First of all, because I cannot wait to jump in because we got more than, 3 minutes? So listen, as Black people, we are not celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday this year. Black people, I don't know if you heard the news. We are not celebrating Black History Month this year. I mean, we're not even doing it. You know why? Because the fucking voting rights is still not up for debate. So until they pass that voting rights legislation, we're not participating in their little Martin Luther King Day festivities. And I'm canceling the little short-ass Black History Month situation they think they doing in order to pander to us. And also in today's Black Business News, do you know that Joe Madison is probably on his day number 30 of his hunger strike? Because he is not going for this no voting rights legislation being uplifted. Let me tell you why this is a problem. On Thursday, today, on Tuesday, it was brought to my attention that the Congress, who's been holding up everything, you know, that fucking Democrat in name only, Joe Manchin, and that Kyrsten Sinema lady, yes, I am not for them. Those are not real Democrats. But they've been holding up stuff all this time when, in fact, we didn't even need their ass. Let me tell you what the Republicans done did twice. They done literally changed the filibuster rules a couple of times. Here we are sitting here waiting for Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema to get the fuck on board, and we didn't even need them. We didn't even need their ass. So I'm telling you, those Democrats in name only, we call them dinos, Dino, whatever. Joe Manchin, Kyrsten Sinema, y'all are done. We're fucking done with you because literally, let me go and read my notes because I almost got real ignorant. I'm sorry. Welcome back to today's Black Business News. You know, my take on what I think Black business owners need and Black minorities need to really fucking see when it comes to this news that's coming out so readily. And welcome to my page. You guys, I love you. I will try to get to all your, hey, good morning. Listen, I'm going to try this whole thing out and make sure that I entertain my comments the correct way and everything. But y'all, let me get back to this news. We got a lot of Black business news. And like I said, Joe Madison. Now, if you don't know who Joe Madison is, he is for the cause. He is on a hunger strike, and he is really truthful. He's really down with the Black power situation. He's been in this game for a long time, and he's 70 years old, and he's decided to go on a hunger strike in order to get this voting rights legislation passed, because for some odd reason they weren't passing it due to another Joe named Joe Manchin, who is a Democrat in name only. He has been holding things up because for real, he wants to keep coal and he wants to keep all of that going. He's not with climate control. So for real, Joe Manchin going to do whatever he can to stop whatever the Democrats in the Senate is doing. So what happened was, there was a stupid ass Republican issue that was brought up that nobody cared about. And then they had this other vote, apparently, that Republicans will allow only 50 of their senators to vote for some old bullshit. And basically, when they changed the number of senators or needing for the filibuster, you know, this whole filibuster shit, I can't even wrap my mind around it. But basically, it's stupid because the Republicans, in order for Trump to have got those 3 Supreme Court justices through, they had to flip that filibuster rule a couple of times. I mean, like, it was like, okay, instead of the 60 vote, we only gonna do 50. And then, you know, only 50 senators had to show up and boom, wow, voila, the goddamn shit was passed. So this is why I said we don't even need Kyrsten Sinema or Joe Manchin anymore. And we're not celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday this year because we want fucking voting right legislation fixed. They are all ready. I'm telling you, Trump will be president again. Trump will be president again. This is what I am fucking pissed off about. All right, now let's get into today's Black business news. Did you know that those same senators that I'm talking about, they go to lunch every Tuesday? Every Tuesday, every senator in this United States of a motherfucking America, they have lunch on Tuesdays. I want y'all to start doing this. I mean, and they've been doing this for the last 60 years. So I want you to call your senators before they go to have their little lunch meetings on Tuesdays. That's what we're going to do. And like I said, we're not participating in the fucking Martin Luther King festivities until this voting rights legislation has been taken care of. All right, and like I said, we're going to move forward. Did y'all know? I mean, there's a lot going on. You know COVID is back. And you know it's a bunch of people, a bunch of companies, because it's like Delta and the Omicron situation, that people like Apple, people like Google, Uber, Lyft, Ford, they've all pushed back their plans to have employees come back. So you know what the big dogs do, us little dogs need to do as well. This is what we're going to do. We're going to follow the lead of what these big dogs are doing and do what they do. Except for, we're going to make our employee benefit packages so custom made that they won't be able to get the best talent anymore. That's what we're going to do as small business owners. We're going to snatch up all of that really good talent that they don't even know about. We're going to get those because we're going to design our employee packages the right way. Now, anyway, I digress. You know what I'm saying? Let me go into other Black business news, because I don't know, Jay-Z, he has 99 problems, and guess what? His SPAC is definitely one of them. Let me tell you why. Shares of the SPACs tied to the music mogul were down 84 motherfucking percent. These are share. Hey, listen. Jay-Z has 99 problems, but this new one, okay, let me tell you about it. Like I said, the shares were down 84% this year as of December 13th. It's the worst performance of all 33 SPACs linked to celebrities. And fellow A-listers who tried to cash in on the SPAC boom aren't exactly cashing in either. Now, let me tell you, 21 out of the 33 celebrity SPAC investors are negative for the motherfucking year, according to Bloomberg. This is what I know. And guess what? Guess what the person, the investor that had started all of this said? He said, quote, "I was wrong on this one." Man, what? So anyway, let me go on to further news, because you think we got inflation problems? Well, let me just tell you this. As a minority people, have we ever thought to ourselves, wouldn't it be great if the government would just raise, like if the government would lower interest rates, right? Just lower interest rates for us. And then we wanted them to like increase minimum wage 50% at the same time, right? Like, that's like kind of like the dream, like, ooh, they increased minimum wage 50%, that kind of dream. Well, it doesn't work. And we know that kind of dream doesn't work, because we get to watch the whole country of Turkey and how they're handling inflation. See what happens. Let me tell you the story. So, you take a trip to Turkey, where inflation hits 21% in November, and its currency, the lira, has shed 40% of its value against the US dollar in 3 months. So okay, let me just move on. So these twin crises are basically eroding the ability of Turks to pay for everyday necessities like food, medicine, energy. They say there are lines that are forming to just buy bread in Turkey, right? It says youth employment is at 25%. I'm sorry, youth unemployment. So their young people aren't working, which means their young people is probably doing smash and grabs and doing every kind of thing and building all kinds of gangs and shit. Because 25% of their young people are not working. This is in Turkey. This is going on right now. This is their response to the inflation situation. All right. And so basically their youth and basically one of their electricians said that his rent went up to 2,000 lira. He only get paid 2,900 lira. So, and that's a month. So basically, the response from their government has been pretty goddamn bad as well. Because what happened is, as we know from the U.S. current predicament, when central banks see this kind of inflation thing happening, they typically raise interest rates. They raise the interest rates in order to just kind of tamp down on inflation. But not in Turkey. Not in Turkey. Their president, and I call him Mr. Erdogan, President Recap or whatever they call him. But anyway, he essentially controls the country's entire economic policy, this man. And he believes it's better to lower interest rates in the face of spiraling inflation and then compounding the problem with spooking the investors from around the globe like us here in America. Erdogan, what the are you thinking? And then, okay, here's the latest though. Turkey's central bank, they didn't fucking raise interest rates. They cut interest rates again yesterday and announced a 50% increase in their minimum wage. Experts say that these actions will only exacerbate the country's currency crisis and basically stoke more inflation. The reason why I'm talking about this is because what's going on in other countries really does have an effect on what's going on in this country, because I don't know if you know, but bonds are down. All right. Alert. Today's Black Business News. Listen, investors, everything is down. You know why everything's down? Let me tell you something about this. Let me tell you two things that are two reasons. The Feds, they reversed their post-federal announcement rally because yesterday was terrible for stocks, for technical stocks. The NASDAQ, that means it is a technical company. What do you think they're going to do with the cryptocurrency? You think it's not on the technical situation? All right, so I just want to go ahead. But anyway, there's semiconductors. The semiconductor companies are the top notch on when it comes to technologies. When we in our master degree courses and we're studying business, they literally have us practicing selling semiconductors and widgets and stuff of this nature. So for them, they got hit the hardest. Stocks and stuff is down, and then COVID. I'm gonna need them to get it together. So the CDC recommends that you don't use that motherfucking Johnson & Johnson. That's what they said. They said adults' use of Moderna and Pfizer COVID vaccines over J&J's due to the risk of developing rare but serious blood clots. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Get it together. Whoever is in charge of this whole federal White House health situation, no, you cannot come back and say, oh, we was wrong. No, we're going to start having to hold people accountable. Like I said, our senators get together for lunch, and they have been getting together for lunch for the last 60 years, every Tuesday. We got to affect some change. I mean, we got to do something. And like I said, we have Joe Madison, a 70-year-old man who's willing to go on a goddamn hunger strike for the last 30. I think the last time I checked, he probably was at 30 days. And this has been like pretty much, he's been on this. But he's 70 years old and he's doing this for us. He's doing it for all those that pretty much don't want to take the vaccine, but do want to take the vaccine, but want to have the freedom to do it. You know, we do that through voting. We get a lot of things, we affect a lot of change through voting. Legislation. And right now, Donald Trump is in position to be president again. I hope I didn't alarm anybody. Like I said, Donald Trump is in position to be president again. Let that sit on your motherfucking brain for a second. So while we're playing around and not paying attention to the fact that the Congress won't even put the voting rights legislation back up there, we need to do something about that. So we're not going to celebrate Martin Luther King birthday. For God's sakes, the man, what does he represent to the white people? Because that's what it means. What does he represent to the white people? Because those are the people that are currently affecting our legislation. We, as a black community, we have no black infrastructure. We have nobody we can truly depend on. So we're going to have to do it ourselves. We know how to go out there and get cute. We know how to motherfucking start these food truck businesses. We know how to cook. We know how to do all these things. Well, now it's time to put the plan together. That's what my business is all about. Because we were fucking jumping across all the steps we need to take and it's missing the whole mark. But because I've been overlooked, underestimated, and let to go under the motherfucking wire, I'm here now. And I don't care if you don't like my cussing, you don't need to be on my motherfucking channel. Shit, I got too many goddamn degrees to be worried about what you or anybody else has said. And if you on here trying to be a pervert, thank you, Boo. I know I love you. Thank you, Boo. And if you're a hater, and you're a hater on my page, I kind of like you. Go on, stay a while. Stay a while. But I'm going to finish this today's Black Business News because, like I said, I don't think you understand the brevity of this situation. We need to do something about that voting rights situation. I am alarmed at the fact that Donald Trump is in position, despite all of this insurrection shit. He is, despite all of this insurrection, all the fact we never seen his motherfucking taxes or any of that. I want to meet his lawyers. I want to learn from his lawyers how to do taxes next year. But anyway, we need to be really concerned. We need to. And then, like I said, you're starting these businesses, have corporate records. The only way a lawyer can come after you is if you don't have your business in order. And you need to have corporate records. Now, of course, you can go to my website, contact me, and I'll send you the documents and talk about whatever. But you gotta follow the rules. You go to my website, blackgirlmagicmastersllc.com. You click the contact link, and you contact me. Duh, shit. And you gotta understand, I'm the Harriet Tubman. I'm doing this by my damn self. Nobody's backing me. I just went ahead and got my own goddamn master's degrees, about to get my doctorate in business administration, so that I continue to teach others how to do this generational wealth the right way. And honestly, I'm going to start with these goddamn lives. I don't care if you don't like the way I look. I don't care if you don't like the way I get passionate and start cussing. But I am a Christian woman. It's just that I care about my shit. And that's my community. So, let's get back to this Black business news that y'all probably wasn't aware of. Oh, man. Okay. I need us to follow more. We need to start. I don't know if you're just now joining me, but I'm going to repeat this one more time. We need to start contacting our senators on Tuesdays with all of our grievances. Because they go to lunch, and they have been going to lunch for the last 60 years. That's why there's only 5 viewers. Okay, well, I'm not understanding what you mean about that. Baby girl, you start somewhere. And since I'm so far fucking down with only 5 viewers, only way I can go is up, bitch. So you can get that. So take that and do whatever you want to, because I know what the hell I'm talking about. And I've been getting this money. Sorry, I'm 45 years old, divorcee with 2 motherfucking grown-ass teenagers, and I've been doing it by myself. And I just got a master's degree. So 5 viewers or not, babe. We're going to keep on doing this. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back. Because I know that this little thing is going to get spent around. And it's going to be done over. But we're going to come back. And I'm not going to let you discourage me with that old shit. I know that authenticity is really what people want. And if you want authenticity, you're going to follow me. Because I'm the goddamn truth. And that's it. Shit. I'm the whiz. I'm the biz whiz because I did what it took. So we're going to go ahead and cut this short because it's lunch. It is lunchtime.